It's finally here. Sony released the PSVR2 and the PS5 racer's big flagship title for it is Gran Turismo 7. A perfect pairing, but is it worth it to purchase this pricey VR headset for one title alone? Let's find out. What's going on? Welcome back to Overtake. I'm Michel. You might know me from our last year's Gamescom video with Marvin or our WRC Generations review. Today I got my hands on Sony's brand new PSVR2 kit for PlayStation 5 to take a detailed look at Gran Turismo 7's virtual reality update. I've never owned a VR headset myself, which is partly because I've never been completely convinced by previous experience I had, including the first PSVR generation with GT Sport back then, which felt more like a demo, also with limited content, and the resolution of only 960 by 1080 pixels per eye could not win me over either. Almost 6 years later, technology has moved forward, and when I heard about GT7 VR update enabling you to play the full game with the kit, I listened up. This is huge. So let's jump on track and see how good GT7 feels with PSVR2 and for whom the purchase is worth it for just one game, and if there is any deal breaker. So this is pretty straightforward in terms of packaging. You've got your main headset unit with a long USB cable attached to it, and you've got your two controllers with also little hand straps that you can attach to your wrist. And yeah, left side, right side, pretty easy to handle. Pretty easy to install and adjust overall. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes to get everything running. It's really, really good. And then you're gonna have an additional USB-C cable and those in-ear headphones that can be attached here to the headset. And that's pretty much it. 600 euros in the EU, 530 pounds for the UK guys, and 550 US dollars for the US market. That's the price you pay for this kit. Yeah, and to get it on your head, just press this button here. You can adjust this head strap and then just get it on. Let's get into it now in VR. Let's jump into the cockpit. So this is still like the introduction screen, but now we are in the cockpit. And VTech kicks in. It's a high revving machine here. So there's Sophy Verde in front of us and Sophy, I think Violet, chasing us right now. So the first things that come to my mind is when you start racing here with VR, just look where you're going at. Don't try to be distracted by surroundings or details within the car, like my Honda steering wheel here. But rather focus on the opponents' cars and just follow them. So they placed like the hard elements, free roaming, but it's a pretty good placement, I feel like. Okay, let's overtake. Oh, this. Wow. This is different. Having the cars just being next, seeing them in the mirror, this is so different from everything I experienced so far with conventional screen racing. Wow. Yeah, you get a much better feeling. Now he's sliding that. It's a front-wheel driven car at the end of the day, but Sophy Violet seems to prefer the loose rear. Yeah, you get such a good feeling for distances. You get such a good impression of like the turns, the radius, the apexes. It's just a so much more natural feel to the whole racing experience. Wow. When racing on the screen, now I get a bit dizzy because I just looked too much at the car I just passed. To be careful. But from the get-go I have a really, really good feeling of what my car does and where I have to brake, etc. I mean, we can try to overtake Sophy Bleu, but we should have tried to leave Violet behind us. It's just a whole different feeling of the impressions you get from the race, like you're actually racing someone here. Wow. That was scary a bit. But we seem to at least secure the second place. That's it. Wow. Guys, this is amazing. I'm out of words a bit here. And this is the VR replay. Yeah, you can choose some background music and then it will place you at a specific part of the track And you can watch cars flying by, positions where you would never stand on a racetrack, like literally on the track, hearing and seeing the cars passing by. This is also, wow, quite amazing. So again, for the resolution and the frame rate, it's now 2000 by 2040 pixels per eye. This is like the doubled amount of the PSVR1. Charges 2K per eye, this one has 4K per eye. Frame rate and the resolution is fine to me. I expected it to be a bit more sharp even, but it's unfortunately still a bit... You also see the grid if you really concentrate on it, but after playing for a while, it's not that bad. Now I'm standing in front of the Audi Sport Quattro and also get an impression of the inline 5-cylinder engine, which is just beautiful. Wow. Look at the detail at the wing. I just can't believe what is happening. Well, I'm just literally standing in front of this Audi. I can now move the control stick from my PS5 controller to go even further, and look at that. And there's another legend, the A86 Trueno. And when I turn the lights on here, it even pops the headlights. It's so cool. And this is so beautiful. The little cup holder there, the little device here on top of the tachometer, the Momo steering wheel. It looks so good. So much detail in here. I'm really feeling like Takumi-san is sitting next to me and we're going up the mountain. Holy! This is even more different, like an actual pit with people working, screens in the background, and then this beautiful R34 GT race car. Just look at that, the reflections, and there's even race car noise from the track right next to us. Like, this is so cool. I will spend hours in looking at cars here and enjoy the detail of cars pretty much. The Wolk racing wheels and the rear wing, like you can literally go there and just amazing. How does this car look like from the inside? Oh wow. Oh wow. I have to race this thing for sure. Yeah, now we're in the brand central with another beautiful car. The Porsche 911 964. One of my favorite 911 models. Ugh, hear the sound. Beautiful. It looks so real. I can't believe it. So let's move inside. Yep. Beautiful. I'd say let's go for a little run on the Nordschleife with this one. That's a pretty good fit, I guess. Yeah, welcome to the green hell, the Nordschleife. I just live 1 hour away from the track. I'm here very often. I raced here. I do some tourist driving as well. Track will open up in 1 month, so I'm really curious if the VR mode can capture the beauty and the sense of the Nordschleife. So this car is just the perfect fit, I guess. Okay, let's get on a lap here, and what I can tell you immediately is that altitude difference, my body is expecting something but nothing happens in terms of G-forces. We really have to get used to this. So this is not the first thing you would do when you start freshly here with the PSVR2 kit for sure, but the width of the track, the sense of when you get close to the barrier, this is just so much better than racing it in a normal way on a screen. You can also place the car so perfectly, make use of the curbs that you shouldn't use here for sure, but this is so close to the real visual appearance of the track. It's just amazing. The foxhole, one of the harshest compressions of any racetrack, going down here. And again, the G-forces are not here, my body is expecting them. This is... I have to get used to it a bit more, I guess. Looking into the mirrors, that's also a bit strange, that the mirrors, they don't feel natural. Like, you see that they are not really work like a real mirror would in the real world, but it's, yeah, critique on a very high level. Yeah, that's when they introduced... I'm just pointing at it with my finger, it doesn't make sense, right? But that's when they introduced like this strap to open the doors. I always wondered what it is like to race in a Le Mans prototype car, so I just got the 919 Hybrid here from 2016, the LMP1 car. And let's see how the... Wow. How the feel in such a car would be like. And this is straight up amazing. Wow, I always wondered how it would feel like to sit in the car like this, because you rarely get the occasion to jump into one, right? Obviously. This is so impressive, honestly. So let's test the power of this hybrid. Little wheel spin in the back, but we're going 240. I have to say, the visibility seems to be better than I expected. But this is so intense. It feels so realistic. To a point I never expected that it can be so cool. I also wondered how it is to drive the Super Formula. And we are finally... Yeah, we're still sitting quite low in it, right? But I think that's how it is in a Formula car. And they still have... disabled the part there from the halo so that we can see through it. A whole different experience, a whole different feeling you get driving this car here. There's open wheel visibility. It's quite nice. Oh, missed that one. Whenever you want, you can turn the headset off. You will go back to the, let's say, normal Gran Turismo, and you can continue racing it as you were used to. And now that I'm back, I can also change like the camera. So this is back to normal mode, let's say. Yeah, it's time to wrap this up, and my verdict is pretty straightforward. This is the best way to experience Gran Turismo 7, hands down. I don't think I will ever race it on a normal 4K, even a sharp and super cool 4K screen doesn't live up to the experience that you receive with this one. Yeah, you just have to get used to. Like I said, start slow, start like from a static point. Do not race like the fastest cars on the fastest and a lot of altitude changes tracks like Nordschleife. Not recommend this, but otherwise it's just super nice. The two major updates they now done, yeah, with Racing Against Sophy and the VR update, it's just two amazing things in just one update, and I can't wait to see more. And that's it, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, tell us in the comments, leave a like, hit the bell, and yeah, check also out our other videos. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.